Hey everyone, welcome back to PeasyMaster. Today, I'm teaching you how to career train efficiently in Umamusume and why top players are already rocking A+ PvP horses so quickly. Spoiler, it's not just RNG or luck. It's all about planning and strategy. They know what stats to build, which tracks to prep for, and how to maximize gains before even clicking start. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do the same, step by step. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. 1. Choosing the right UMA. Once you're in the career training menu, the first thing is picking your UMA. You want to focus on two key things: the track type, turf or dirt, and the race distance, short, mile, medium, or long. Let's use Rice Shower as our example. Her races are mostly medium to long turf races. However, she has 1 mile race, and her rating for that is only a C. This tells us we should boost stamina and power, but maybe work on speed or improve her mile rating if possible. 2. Picking the right legacy. After picking your UMA, you'll choose 2 legacy UMAs. These provide spark inspirations throughout training, giving bonus stats, strategy buffs, and even skills. Important rule: you can't use a UMA's own skills as her legacy. If you don't have strong legacy options yet, here's a trick. Go to Team Trials and tap the I in the top right. Find high-ranked players who still have a follow button. Pick ones with strong support cards and meta horse stats. Return to your career, click Guest in Legacy Selection, and borrow a powerful UMA. You can do this 3 times daily. Choose legacies that complement your main UMA. For Rice Shower, we want to enhance stamina and possibly power or speed. 3. Setting up support cards. Support cards are just as important as the UMA. For Rice Shower, stamina is key. Bring 2 stamina-type cards into the build. If you've got meta cards like Super Creek or Fine Motion, they're nearly always worth including. You should also bring a support card that boosts EP, event points, as that leads to faster event progression and more rewards. Support cards influence your training stats, unlock events, and provide skill hints. You'll figure out your perfect setup over time, but early on, just focus on building with strong meta cards. 4. Starting career training. When you begin, you'll immediately get a stat boost from your chosen legacy. This sets the tone for your build, so choose carefully. Each turn, you'll manage 3 core things. 1. Energy. Training consumes energy. Resting recovers it, randomly 30, 50, 70. Second, mood. This affects both training gains and racing performance. 3. Turns left. You only have a certain number of actions before each race. Always watch your energy. Training while tired can injure your UMA or lower her condition, wasting future turns in the infirmary. 5. Training and stat priorities. Each training increases 1 primary stat and may raise others slightly: speed, stamina, power, guts, wits. You train based on the race distance of your UMA. Short races, speed, power, some guts. Mile, speed, power, some stamina. Medium, speed, stamina, power, long, stamina, then power, then speed. Rice Shower's a long runner, so stamina is our priority, followed by power. Final races and progression. You'll need to grow your fan base to unlock big races. If you don't, the career ends. Before racing, train up until the day before for max stats. Then race with full advantage. Follow starred races for optimal path. Mood matters more than energy for races. Fix it before racing, otherwise your UMA will struggle. And that wraps up today's guide from PeasyMaster. Umamusume career training may feel complex, but if you break it down into decisions, stat priorities, race planning, support synergy, you'll start dominating in no time. Be patient, stay flexible, and treat your UMA like a queen, especially if she's Rice Shower, our moody little closer. If this helped, leave a like, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.